Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Double Knees. We're back with another video. This is episode 1 of a series I want to bring to the channel called the Content Creation Chronicles. This series is going to talk about my content creation journey going forward over the next 6 months, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Right now, I just want to give you a brief history of my journey so far in content creation. Just to let you know, this is probably the 7th time I've recorded this video because it's very rare for me to just sit in front of a camera and talk unless I'm live streaming, which is a little different for me. It feels like, I don't know why it's different, because it's the same concept, except usually I just have an instant interaction with people versus I'm gonna post this and then I'm gonna be interacting with you guys in the comment section. But I will try to keep this as short as possible and not to edit it as much. I make no promises on the editing though, or keeping it short. So I started getting into content creation, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago. I was watching J-Roar and Caboose. Those were my two favorites at the time because they were talking about superhero stuff. They were talking about the Arkham series. They were talking about superhero movies, anything to do with Marvel and DC. They talked about it. I was there every time they posted a video. You know, get the notification bell when videos go live, all that jazz, yada yada yada. By the way, we're not doing any of those spiels. If you like this video, like the video. If not, it's cool. I get it. This is just me being open in this video. So I figured they were talking about their hobbies. They were sharing it with the world. Why can't, let me try doing that. How hard could it be? Says every person that wants to get into content creation. Little did I know it was very hard. I also was very timid and shy at the time. So getting out of my shell and talking to a camera and then posting on the internet I just couldn't like wrap my head fully around it. There were so many videos I made that I just didn't post because I was self-conscious, whether it was my voice, whether it was because I looked tired, or I made up every excuse in the book. And then finally I just said screw it, and I just started posting. And the YouTube channel was a comic book review channel. We talked about The Flash, we talked about the Green Arrow TV show, we talked about the DC and Marvel movies, whether Ben Affleck's gonna come back as Batman or not, all that good jazz. And then during that time, we also transitioned into vlogs for like a few weeks to like a month, maybe a month and a half. And then during that time, I also got exposed to live streaming, like Twitch and stuff like that. Like I was watching Tim the Tatman, Dr. Disrespect, and stuff like that. And I kind of veered my attention more towards that because I liked the live interaction where I could say something, someone will respond, and I could instantly have that connection and conversation with them. And it would get the stream going. It would keep me talking during the stream. There wasn't like any pause of silence. It's nice on YouTube because you can record, you can edit, you can chop out the stuff that you don't want to see. But live stream, it's live, literally in the name. It's one-on-one, or depending on how many people you're streaming to, it's real-time interaction, which kept things moving. It kept things fun. And during my live stream journey, I never really had a game plan. I want to say, I think that was it. I never really had a game plan. Like I've seen so many people do this and so many people do that, and you go on YouTube and you research every advice under the sun. Oh, how to grow, how to do this, how to do that, how to separate yourself from the norm, what makes you special, any advice you could think of. I YouTubed it, or researched it, or read a book on it. Like I have a YouTube book sitting behind me somewhere. And even though I definitely got a lot of knowledge from it, at the end of the day, this is my journey, and I gotta figure out what's right for me and what plans and stuff I should implement to further my content creation journey. And I kind of didn't really do it because I would get caught up in the moment. Like I post a few videos, they get a lot of traction, and I'd be like, oh, let me ride the wave on that. But I never had a plan to capitalize on that traction, so it kind of just fell by the wayside because, again, that's that self-doubt that, oh, I don't think anyone's gonna watch this. And then when people do, you get that that shot of adrenaline, adrenaline in your soul type of thing, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta make another video, and then when the one video flops, you're just kind of like, oh, then maybe it was a fluke, maybe it was just that one video people were looking for, maybe it was that one video that YouTube decided to push and stuff like that. Then you start questioning yourself, and then you go down this downward spiral, and then you just don't want to post videos, which happened to me a lot. But then again, I was just winging it. I never really had a game plan. I never really sat down and would be like, okay, this is the day I'm doing this. This is the day I'm doing that. A lot of times I would try to figure out what people wanted to see, not what I really wanted to talk about, right? Because like, do people want to hear me talk about this? Even though I enjoy it, I don't know if you enjoy it. And in those 4 or 5 years, number one, I've learned consistency and having a game plan is key to your content creation journey and where you want to go and what goals you have for your content. Like, consistency is key. Consistency is key. But once I figured that out, which took me, I want to say it was a few weeks ago, that I finally sat down and really assessed like my journey. And like, I like a lot of things, and I like to talk about a lot of things too, but I also was very caught up in what other people wanted to see rather than just being me and being authentic and being goofballish. Like, I've had, and one of my mods loves it when I use the word rebrand. I've had like 6 or 7 rebrands because I'm just not is because I'm just not, like, I don't have a game plan. I don't know what I want to do. I want to do so many different things, but I never put it down to paper and be like, okay, let's do A, B, C, and D, and let's settle on that for so many months or so long, and then let's see where things go. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see what it does. So that's what the point of this series really is about, is not only for anyone that wants to be a content creator. Like, I'm not the biggest. Would I like to do this as a full-time job and as a dream job? 100%. But if you want to do it, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the sacrifice and stuff like that. So figured I'd take you guys along for the ride. It'd probably be like a bi-weekly series. Every other week, updates, what I've done, what videos I've posted, stuff like that. I'll use it as a way to keep me accountable and also share like my thoughts and struggles throughout the next 6 months is the goal. So when this video goes live, it's gonna be August 1st. So from August 1st to January to December 31st, I'm gonna document. This will be season 1, the pilot season. We're gonna document everything. So any videos I post, any followers we've gained, anything we've lost, like how I felt during the week, like what I've been doing to further grow in this content creation journey. We're just gonna talk about it. That's what it'll just be, like a journal entry. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna have like any notes. I'm not gonna have anything that's like, hey, you gotta make sure you hit on these things. I'm just gonna like freeball it, and hopefully as we talk more about it, I don't use as much words and the editing won't be all over the place. But that's the goal of this series, is just to take you guys along for the ride of my content creation journey. Maybe you guys, obviously, if you're watching this and you're new to the channel and you have some advice as well, hey, post it in the comment section. I'm always down for having advice. But like I said, a few weeks ago, I sat down and I was like, okay, let's buckle down. Let's do this right. Let's formulate a game plan and let's execute it. So it took me a little bit to figure out what I wanted to do, what I wanted to post, what I want to do on Twitch, how I'm going to do it and stuff like that. So the main game plan is on this channel. This is going to be like the superhero, my nerdy stuff, the superhero, the comic books, unboxings. If I get anything like figures, isn't bad. As you guys can see, like, we're into it. Dragon Ball, Marvel, Batman, wrestling, DC, all this other stuff that's behind me. We're going to talk about it. Wrestling will be on its own channel. I run a fantasy wrestling league on Twitch 2 days a week, sometimes 3, depending if we're having a big event. That's going to be on its own channel. The link to that channel is in the description down below. If you guys are into wrestling and you want to watch a show or participate in the league, you don't have to have 2K23 to do so. If you do, you can submit your own wrestler. We have some rules that you guys got to go by so we make things fair. But if you don't have the game, you can pick a wrestler that's from the roster and participate and join. Like I said, I'll put the description to the MWF channel. That channel will strictly be all wrestling related stuff. Anything with 2K, any wrestling ideas, any wrestling videos, anything to do with wrestling is going on that channel. This channel is going to have my other interests, which will be like superhero stuff. So we'll be talking about the new Spider-Man game, any games that come out for DC and stuff like that, or just anything in general that I'm interested in. Fighting games, movie reviews, maybe some unboxings as well. Maybe if we get a new figure for the wall, I'll unbox it and post it on the channel. My apologies. We have a game plan now. I took the time to think about it. We're going to document it over the next 6 months, and hopefully we can see the growth. I mean, hey, if we don't grow, for me, the biggest thing is just being consistent with everything. Obviously, there's bumps in the road. Like, we've already experienced a bump, and this video hasn't even come out yet. My computer took a crap, so I had to reinstall all my programs. But I told myself that on August 1st, I would be releasing this video come hell or high water. So I downloaded what I needed to download so we could record this video, and we're going to release it. I'm going to post it on YouTube. It'll be live August 1st. If you're watching this on August 1st, we did it. I did it. But yeah, that's the goal for this series, just to document it. And then by January of 2024, we could go back and do like a look back and see how far we've come. And every time we post a video, we'll talk about where we're at. Like right now, currently, I'm gonna have to pull up my notepad for this one. Right now, currently, we have 855 followers on Twitch, 252 on Twitter, 42 on Instagram because I had to create a new one. This channel, as of this recording, has 199 subscribers, and the wrestling channel has 21 subscribers. Between here and December, we're gonna document it all, whether it's a positive, whether it's a negative, whether nothing really happened. We're going to talk about it. Some videos might be 10 minutes long, some videos might be 3 minutes long, some videos could be 20 minutes long, depending on what the hell happened in those 2 weeks. But guys, thank you for watching this. Thank you for listening. If you made it through this video, appreciate it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to do what you should normally do on a YouTube video. This is just me kind of just like talking. If you want to hit a button, hit a button. If not, that's cool. I appreciate you taking the time watching. Like I said, this is very, I don't want to say difficult, but it's very different for me just to talk without having like a note sheet next to me to make sure I hit certain things. Or a script, I should say, because I usually, some of the videos I scripted out and I just try to, like I said, I'm rambling. But guys, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time. Until the next recap video, which will be in 2 weeks. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. Looking forward to going on this journey and sharing it with you. Again, until then, stay safe, have fun. I'll catch all of you on the next one. Peace.